Hello, everyone. This is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in Disco Elysium. Um, yeah. Don't know how I'm gonna top my pinball victory in that last session. That was a heck of a roll. Roll of 10 when a minimum 10 was necessary on the roll to win the pinball game. So that was kind of neat. And it impressed Kim, our overall objective, obviously. Um, but yeah, not sure what we're gonna do next because okay, time's 7:12 in the evening. Yeah, we can't do the smoker on the balcony thing until 9 o'clock. Um, so yeah, and basically all the rest of our objectives here um, are dependent on passing of time, really. Can Sorry Boys tell you the whole story? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can go talk to them to see if they're maybe maybe there's an extra dialogue option related to the fact that we discovered a people behind Classia's room and recent footprints. I just sort of
You
walk right up.
clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Okay, let's move on. I think I already picked all the dialogue options and stuff there. Yeah, there's nothing else to interact with here. Now that we've, I don't suppose there's anything we can say to the cook now that we've been through that door.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind that door? Point to the blue
He
door.
looks up at you, then looks away quickly.
Okay, so it's just the same.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's been.
Okay. I guess there's no new dialogue there. Maybe Gout has something new to say now that we know what's behind there.
Can I help you?
So I think the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
So yeah, I don't want to rat on class yet. Okay, what if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door? Oh, we can tell them about the people. Okay, let's start with this one here.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He controls his excitement well. Huh.
He's really, really holding himself back here.
Huh.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you gonna ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Yeah, right. Pinball machines, a pinball workshop. I think the black gaping maw at the end of time. No, this goes with the truth. Pinballs.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too.
Yeah. Incidentally, since my last stream, I've had Pinball Wizard from Tommy, the musical Tommy, running in my head. I haven't actually seen that musical, but I know this song because I was at a summer camp many years ago, a couple of decades ago, really, where that was it was a musical theater themed thing, and we that was one of the songs we sang. Probably still I can still remember how that song goes. I might sing it by request, or maybe I'll just get inspired to sing it at some point. You'll see. Anyway, moving on.
I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game. Didn't check pinball isn't relevant to the investigation. Didn't check pinball is stupid. No. Didn't check. Right after he won the game. He's he just spent an hour playing. It's kind of hilarious. Harry spends an hour playing pinball and says, "Nah, I didn't check." Anyway, you want to play? Because I might be up for a game.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He appears to be making a calculation in his head. Think of turning his place back into a pinball arcade, or if you're thinking of selling those pinball machines, I want a fat cut C-suite should beat your chest, I'm a disruptor. Or I feel a capitalist plot coming up. Hey, first time chatter, Unviro, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Playing Disco Elysium. We're investigating a murder, but we found a pinball machine, or pinball workshop in the back of a hotel. Hey, and Dev's here. Oh, you won Gert? Well, that's hard. Yeah, it was 17% chance. I rolled a 10. It was a heck of a lucky roll there. You learn Kim's true name in the process. What? Kim's true name? I have no idea what that's about. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if that's a joke. Maybe I picked the wrong dialogue option. I mean, there's an option to say, "Hey, that's right, I'm the pinball king," and put out your fist. And I picked that one. Maybe I don't know. Nothing about true names. Yeah, I was just saying I've had Pinball Wizard running through my head ever since the song from Tommy. Anyway, the place back into Pinball Arcade. Think of selling those pinball machines. I want a fat cut C-suite should beat your chest. I would disrupt her. Is this something we can feel a capitalist plot coming up? I'm going to be boring and pick the safer option. Think of turning this place back into a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken.
He scowls.
It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now.
I never heard of it, to be honest. Disco Elysium came here from Discord for the first time. Oh, okay. I'm curious, which server did you find your way here from? I posted it in a link in a few servers. Okay. I guess I'll let them know about the people we found.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room, right next to Class's bedroom. I found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Thanks, electrochemistry. DDLC sorcerer. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. One of the running things in this game is the main character, this guy here, has basically voices in his head that chime in from time to time about what's going on. Like there's logic and there's composure, electrochemistry. There's a whole list of like 24 of them. It's kind of complicated. And my understanding is the quality of the comments they make gets improved if you level these things up. Yeah, I think electrochemistry is the one that likes to party, so it likes making inappropriate comments. Anyway, are you sure you haven't been spying, I guess, or couldn't you keep the hole there? No. What if there's some hottie staying in that room? Wink. Oh no, gross. Okay. All right, you've been notified. Conclude. Do we want to accuse Guard of this thing? I mean, I don't. I think he genuinely didn't know that the that room was back there. I don't think we want to be throwing accusations around. Not when we might be starting to get on his good side. um, this one is just gross. I think I might just say, all right, you've been notified. um, yeah.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not.
I'm still don't want to. I don't want to rat cat classy out. Something else I wanted to ask about.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it. Okay. All right. So we talked to Gart. We could try talking to Titus again to see if he has anything else to say. Yeah. What clothing options we got on? We got the logic shirt on. Empathy, hand-eye coordination. That's fine. All right. Like, for that matter, maybe you can try talking to Liz again. I don't suppose she has any new
I've
options.
got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
She crossed her arms. Are you the hardy girl? That'd be a no. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What are you going to do to me, or why are you so aggressive? What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Oof, okay. Why do you think I'd make, yeah, probably best if I don't talk to her then. Fine. Alright.
It's you again. What is it?
So they're gonna... Talk about the hanging again? It seems to be the only option that
Again.
isn't.
Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Great.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, first the last one, then the little guy is the loudest. Yeah. Why did I just arrest you? Step those days. Okay, so there are no new dialogue options. This one feels like it's trouble. Besides, I'm not convinced he's being totally honest about what happened in the murder. Anyway, no more questions.
About fucking time.
I'm gonna take off now. Okay. All right. Yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do next. I mean, we got through that back room there, so that was kind of neat. Heck. Okay, what are my objectives? What for that matter? Oh yeah. There's a white check on René Arnaud. Why don't I go? Yeah, because I did level up my composure, didn't I? So maybe I can try that composure roll again. Maybe I have a better shot.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles.
Okay, so what is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? Okay, 58% chance. Let's go.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Whoops. I took a morale hit from that? Weird. Okay.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer?
He asks
We still
impatient.
have a game to finish.
Okay. Well, more bad rolls. Oh well. Okay, what else can I do? Which of these haven't I done? Oh. Okay, now the ones that are showing in white means they're presently rerollable, right? Isn't that what these mean? Still don't know what this map wall is. I feel like I should review my review the previous recording and find out what that is. Apparently, there's an interfacing role there. I went back there. I couldn't find it. Barred door. Oh, right. That's the one on the. That's the one on the roof. Well, I already opened that. Why is that still showing here? Dedicated to not asking ceiling for money. It doesn't feel right. Well, seriously though, I mean, Dev, maybe you can help me out with what the just because I couldn't figure out what this is like the map wall. I took that to mean the one in the bookstore here. Like there's a wall up here with maps on it. Is that what it's referring to, or is there something else that I can re-roll? Because like when I went up there, like there's nothing to roll.
Several maps have the maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of
Yeah, like I'm not sure why it's showing up as this re-rollable thing here on my list. Like I'm really not sure what that's about. Volition legend. That's okay. That's the Looking Into Eyes thing. Card container door. Rhetoric. I'm just trying to think what would be the most valuable thing to re-roll out of these. Also, it's annoying that I can't, like, trying to drag this thing down makes it bounce back up, and trying to roll the mouse wheel makes it go a tiny bit and then bounce it up again. Like, who designed this interface? Like, why does it do this? That's annoying. Anyway. Hell. So, Deb, you don't know what that roll's about either? There's also this one thing back here.
the curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
But do I dare like just pull open the curtains with even when she's right here watching? Yeah, it's content. Let's go for it.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. She still has this superstitious idea that she can like compel me to buy stuff if she handles the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Too dangerous?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid? Or, ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. Or, I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them and then continue. Alright, I'll think about it for a while. Continue. This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. It's consequences and it's dangerous. It's just, okay. This is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
I don't know. I mean, like we don't have a warrant. We can't actually legally go in there, but at the same time, just like what are they gonna do? You know? I suppose she's just exactly the sort of person who would lodge a complaint, probably. Actually, she might respond to this one here. I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God. Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Ah, darn it. I mean, I'm honestly reaching for content at this point. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, you can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
She raised her hand to try and stop you.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
Oh yeah? Inland Empire hunches and gut feelings is telling me that I should be careful.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Okay. This is one that I picked before, but
Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
well, she said she wanted to just talk instead of me going back there. Let's see if there's a new dialogue option.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side.
I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books.
She's so tense, it's a miracle she hasn't snapped in half yet.
If it's just a storage room, then why are you so tense? If it's just a storage room, then why do you have that strange trinket on the curtains? If it's just a storage room, then it wouldn't hurt if I just peeked inside. It's not like it's cursed, right? What tack should we take here? Why are you so tense? I mean, you can lean into her superstitions and ask her, well, it's not like it's cursed, right?
No!
She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown, then she breaks down.
Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant.
Host of hosts, she prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains.
How does this curse manifest itself? Why didn't you just tell me right away it's a curse? Have you sought help from anyone? How does this curse manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Voice drops to a whisper. She peers at the curtains again.
Didn't that curtain just move?
Inland Empire, get a grip on yourself. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Annette mentioned that the previous tenants have experienced some financial troubles. Wait, that's it? I was hoping for something more paranatural. Curse of financial distress, ruin, bankruptcy. Yeah, but still, okay. If that's so, then how does that translate into you must go behind the curtains? I'm a little confused. What does that mean?
Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements.
And yet you're still practicing bad, doing bad business practice anyway.
There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Strange. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean? Or don't mention it. Excuse me. I don't know how much I should indulge your superstitious beliefs, but let's push it further, see where it goes. Strange, I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous.
Yeah. Why didn't you just tell me right away that it's the curse?
It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
The void wraiths? Okay. Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. Don't think the curse is real. I just want you to let me in there. Let's go. Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards.
She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains. Mediators? Like medium?
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear, it's not enough.
Excuse me. Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Pointed at necklace. I mean, I get the feeling it's not. That's but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books.
She holds the pendant in her palms. Ochre heart glistens under the lights.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
Guaranteed to boost sales 15%. Okay. 15% of what though? Like, how's she gonna know the difference? Anyway, would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real.
Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber.
Okay, so I get a drama roll. 72% chance. -1 because I gave a smart-ass parenting advice, but I go with +2 because I helped in that. Neat. This affected my morale. Should I take a boost? Shoot myself up with using? Oh, I guess not. Well, I'm gonna take the roll anyway.
Time to fire up the old lie machine.
4. I'm telling you, this this game has a predisposition towards rolling 4s. That's another. Like, how many 4s? I need to have a running 4 roll count, or something. You know, just superimpose it on the screen there. Just have a running tally of how many 4s I've rolled. Yeah, I mean, I was commenting on the last stream, you know, like, rolling an awful lot of 4s here. Keeps coming up. Okay. Ma'am, I'm a renowned private investigator, a paragon of law, and a specialist in all things criminal. Or, I don't want to say all that. Okay, I'm gonna say it anyway, whatever.
And I am his private partner, John Shaw. Together we run the preeminent postal surveillance firm in Revachol.
Wow. Kim just dove right in. he just played along right away. John Shao? What is that his real name, Dev? Lieutenant shoots you with sideways glance. He's like, is that like, what are you doing here? It's like, whatever, I'll play along. We are truly private in our partnership, but wait, there's more. Preeminent spousal surveillance firm in Revachol? Okay. But wait, there's more.
Once we've caught our client's spouse in flagrante delicto, we blackmail them and pocket the money ourselves, because that's what private investigators do. Now, I see that you are a married woman.
What is Kim doing here? Is he playing on a hunch now?
Some penetrating sarcasm from your colleague there.
What nonsense are you two going on about? This is not relevant at all. And besides, my husband would never do such a thing. We are proper people.
Her lip curls in disgust. Alright, enough nonsense. The point is that we sometimes take on unusual cases.
How can I believe you after all that foolishness?
She looks somewhat irritated. Kim, improving will always be awesome. Or improving? Ah, yeah. Improvising.
Our sincere apologies, ma'am. No more nonsense. We are offering to assist you with your troubles. Pro bono.
Despite his apologies, there's a twinge of amusement in the lieutenant's eye. That's right. All you have to do is give us the key to the back door. Or wait, what do you mean? Give us the key to the back door? We were talking about looking behind the curtains. Is this is this a dialogue option that isn't supposed to be here? Were we supposed to look behind the curtain and see a locked door? Enough funny business, will you just give us the key already? What are these dialogue options? What key are we talking about? I have a feeling this is these dialogue options are not supposed to be here. It's a good offer, ma'am. I urge you to accept our help. It may be the only chance to save your business. Urge you to accept our help. It may be the only chance to save your business. Let's give it a whirl.
That's right. When not spying on the love affairs of the ultra-rich, we solve unusual mysteries by the low reload.
What better way than to ask us? Dash.
Oh my god! Will you stop with that incessant yammering? It's too much. If you wanted the key to the back door, you could have just asked for it.
Her palm goes to her face. I don't want to ask for it. Asking is beneath me. Or fine, I'll ask for it. Can we have the key?
Absolutely not.
Sorry, my throat is like really rough. It's really funny today for some reason. Okay, I'm genuinely curious about what's back there now. Enough that I think I might want to. I might actually put a level into drama just to see if I can re-roll that. I mean, I've got 2 to spare. Let's go for it. Okay, 83% chance. Let's go. I clicked it. It's a white check. Okay. Did I break something? It clicked, but then clicking on it doesn't do anything. Okay, we're gonna say farewell for now, and then try talking to her again to see if it comes back.
Officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Here we go.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Wait, what if I don't want to lie? Or man, well, this one isn't in quotes, so I'm curious. I'm curious to know what this says.
You're not lying. You're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified.
Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.
Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before.
She looks skeptical. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. Like, after she purchased this pendant because they guaranteed it would boost her sales by 15%. Because it would compel people to buy books. Anyway, I sense the psychic emanations from afar. The sleeper beyond calls out, or I've returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives. The sleeper beyond calls out.
I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but...
She shudders.
Hey now, hey. You need the booze to focus, alright?
Thanks, electrochemistry.
The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook.
I admit I've had my share of drinks, but only because the spectral realm is parapsychologically taxing. Or, you see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. Yeah, let's go with I may have had my fair share of drinks, I guess.
How do you know all this?
Here we go.
I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies.
I should have realized. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I have a feeling if I'd read that book about the paranormal and stuff up there, I might have, it might have also boosted my chances of on that roll. Anyway.
Perhaps you truly are the one to deliver this woman from the doom.
But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us.
No problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. Just ask my partner, Kim. He'll vouch for me. Lean into that teamwork. Yeah. I mean, Kim already demonstrated his willingness to play along. Let's pull him in.
Oh,
The lieutenant mumbles in minor confusion. He has not been listening closely enough. You put him on the spot. Oh no. I thought he was so eager to jump in before.
Certainly so, ma'am. I can assure you my partner is eminent in this particular field.
uh,
If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it?
she shuffles nervously. Hand on your heart, on my honor. Or actually, I'm not really feeling the vibe anymore. Psychus Force left me. I don't know. On my honor.
Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity.
Oh, great. Timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile.
Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire.
The entity? Of course. The entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence.
You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney?
Chimneys aren't big enough for that, or chimney. The passage between heaven and hell. Of course. Yeah, let's lean into it.
Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there.
Central furnaces. Metal security curtains, okay.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there.
Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared.
Okay. Farewell for now, book peddler. So, got a new objective, investigate doomed commercial area. Yeah, I got a new key. Key to, oops. Yeah, key to, bookstore back door. So, I'm a bit confused about how the talk of a key to a back door came into that conversation. We were talking about curtains. And is there a door back there? Well, I'll go check that out in a moment. I'm gonna go use the washroom. I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Okay, alright. Guess we're gonna go peek behind the curtain here.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Okay, we'll bring some. Here we go.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A small terrified O escapes from Pleasance as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. She just hung these little trinkets all over the door, hoping it would ward off the curse. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. What? Who's this? A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. If it's androgynous, how do you know it's a man? You're looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity? Oh, come on. Harry Dubois and his fragile male ego. Alright, let's check out the door.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
I can knock on the door. Let's just unlock it. Pain threshold. I could try to break down the door. No, let's just unlock it.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach.
Kim, maybe you should go first. Nah, I'm let's just open the door and enter. What have we here? More content, that's what. There's a punching bag? Some kind of... somebody's gym? Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Hey, and Kim's got something to say here.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It's an adventure! It's the netherworld, beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. I think this may be the Artemitep's boxing club for young athletes. Is that one of the... was that one of the things on the that list of doorbells that was by that door? I really want to say that. Just lead it, commit to the bit and say, it's a netherworld beyond the veil.
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a ray of streetlight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
But there's a reason why no one's been here for ages. Or let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house, nothing mysterious here. Yeah, let's go with that.
Sounds good.
Okay, where is that flashlight? There it is. Please flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstellung Rau? Small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. Okay, let's put it in the left hand, I guess. Okay. I mean, the fact that Kim very pointedly brought up the flashlight suggests to me, is there something I'm going to need to find? Smells like leather and sweat. Great. What's this? Shot put ball? I can sell... Is a pawn price of $13.77? Sure, I'll take that. Why not? You can play shot put. It's, I mean, I'm no expert or anything, but I think that's a very heavy ball, and that's the whole point. You're supposed to see how far you can throw it. Ball used for playing shot put, a favorite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Do you really feel that? Do you really feel that, Harry? It goes for 13.77. Okay, what do we got here? Poster says Sidious Fortis, the rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. There's a barbell here.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Why does it feel so... Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter? Or, look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars in the barbell. Or, physical instrument, legendary lift the barbell. +1 for noticing the collars, +1 high performance weightlifting gloves. High performance weightlifting gloves? +1 coached by physical instrument. Huh. Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
The still smell of rubber, squeaky sound of sneakers, bruised knee against the mat. Is he remembering gym class or something? What kind of memory is coming back here?
It's just a memory. A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Okay, it's a trap. There are no collars in the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Kind of absurd. What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony. Actually, I don't really care about safety hazards. I don't know. I kind of want to lift the barbell. I can say it should be a felony.
It would
Yes.
be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
It's there. It's sitting there calling to me. Like I can't not try to lift it. I mean, I do have that. Yeah, the coach physical instrument +2 if shirts thought empty. So if I just take this thing off, I believe that boosts my chances of lifting it. I don't think I have anything else that boosts physical instrument besides this shirt here, but anyway, I have a sneaking suspicion if I try to lift it and fail to roll, it's it's gonna be painful. Like I said, I have a feeling I might injure myself. But on the other hand,
The
it's like
barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
a 72% chance I'm going for it. Oh no. What did I roll? I probably rolled another 4. Damaged health. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to happen.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
I rolled a 5. And a 6 was necessary, I think. One of those again.
See? See? This place is cursed.
F you stupid pal. Seems like a little out of shape, or maybe these gloves just suck, or whatever. Weightlifting is for the intellectually impaired anyway. Say nothing. It seems like I'm a little out of shape, or maybe these gloves just suck.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip.
The 10 degrees. Oh well. It's the only thing to interact with in here. There's nothing else. Like, there's really nothing else. After all this build-up, all that, Wait, is this a staircase? Where is this leading? What the heck? The hallway's blocked by old window panes and debris? Whoa. Where did we walk into here? What's all this? Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. A large demijohn full of strange liquid? Demijohn? What's a demijohn? A bulbous, narrow-necked bottle holding from 3 to 10 gallons of liquid, typically enclosed in a wicker cover. Okay. Hey, moving the mouse over the other monitors makes it wave the flashlight around. It's kind of funny. Anyway. Okay. What do we got here? Airship rotors covered in spider webs, they remind you of blades. Is that... pardon me, Kim. We face the right way there. This is life-size marionette? Like, what? Why are these here? What is all this junk? A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. What's in here? Money! Yoink! There you go. I've got enough money to pay for the next day. Blue velvet, soft for the touch, moth bitten. Yeah. I've also been thinking I should probably go back to Threet and see if I can get some more morale juice. I mean magnesium. Needs more money. I got some money. Seems like a good time for it. Now I got a thought about where are the clothes it used to display? What is all this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
Is it some kind of elf or something? Some kind of D&D character? I don't know. He's got long ears of it. I suppose elf. An elf that wouldn't have the beard. I mean, I think of like Tolkien. Style characters. I just realized that. Huh. Okay.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Okay. Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Candle. Okay, so it's not an elf; it's a welkin.
translucent Welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether Welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Or, just someone playing D&D, or both.
You should adopt one of those Welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a Welkin. One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Oh, yeah? Examine the Welkin, this is important, or I don't care, step back. Examine the Welkin. We're trying to kill time here.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Oh, great. Nazi Welkin. Welkin supremacist? Lovely, okay.
The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
The use of the phrase to rule them all does feel like a nod to Tolkien. I mean, Lord of the Rings, So noble this endeavor, I know, right?
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Lieutenant can't help but comment. Why would anyone spend so much time in this? Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a Welkin supremacist. Or, well, it's been educational. Let's move on to the Welkins. One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Yeah. Lieutenant nods at the Welkin's facial hair. Yeah. Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Haha. Meta. I mean, seriously, meta. I mean, this game, Disco Elysium, has all kinds of, invented fictional characters and races and histories and stuff. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Yeah. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
Yeah. I can appreciate good artwork.
And for what? All gone.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. So we have to continue killing time till 9 o'clock. Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Yeah, I made the comment in the last stream about people who like the aesthetic of like abandoned and dead things. Anyway.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden.
Yurts. Okay.
Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Wirral? Project Dreadboard. I mean, I was thinking, since I was talking about a photo collage, I was thinking that it was like some kind of commentary on like climate change or something. Then it says they're talking about engulfing the world whirl or whatever. Maybe that's part of their world building and their Welkin fantasy world. Anyway, inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
This is from last year.
It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal.
Okay, keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Production schedule filament videos? Okay. Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: Call in, Tune out, Wirral Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe.
We're all untethered.
The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s.
Yeah. Biggest advancement in role-playing systems. So, I mean, yeah, these notes and schedules and stuff are about the game, basically. Okay. So I have a thought. Oh yeah, it's the,
The Jamrock Shuffle.
Jamrock Shuffle.
In a way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royale, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows, maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Sure. So what bonuses do I get? Find better loot in locked containers. Aha! I had a feeling that might be the case. So that's cool. Nifty. Alright. So I have 1 skill point left. I'm gonna save it for a rainy day. Or save it for when I really need something.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
Machine with a cube-shaped heart and wired framework. What? Okay. Mainframe? Oh, is this a computer? I mean, this is the 50s. I mean, I made the comment on a previous stream that since this is the 50s, computers would have been those big room filling things, since miniaturization wasn't a thing, microchips weren't a thing back then. And then Dev made the comment, well, this is an alternate universe, so maybe it's different, but anyway, we'll see.
A radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
This is the lieutenant watching you circle around the machine. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. You think I should turn it on? Turn on the machine. Think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Yeah, turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber. revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
When I asked him, do you think we should turn it on, he didn't answer the question. Okay, this got rather eerie. Play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch in the machine central compartment is wide open. Look inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Lieutenant notes observing the machine. So I suspect that the buttons won't do anything. Let's push them anyway. Press play.
Nothing happens.
Press print.
Nothing happens.
Press play again.
Nothing happens.
Okay. And what have we here?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
Fireplace. Okay. So what are these notes? Is that a map, or is that were they just playing their game on the wall, or I don't know. What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies. Okay. Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
What the heck was going on back here? I mean, now it's sort of looking like somebody had some kind of operation that was, running out of this room, and like maybe the D&D game was just something they had going on the side, out of boredom while they were waiting for something. Like radio frequencies, like were they? And they had the computer. Okay. Anyway, so we're dealing with something medically. What do you mean medical? Oh, it looks like a cardiovascular. No, that doesn't make it medical. This must be an elaborate piece of art, or, of course, near your eyes, the anatomy of the curse. None of these options are. None of these options are good. I don't know. Honestly, none of these options like. Okay, so like somebody was tracking radio signals for some reason. Like my options are to make a comment about it being medical, I guess tying into the comparison to a cardiovascular system, or saying it's a lab piece of art, also not true, or it's the result of the curse. That's also silly. I'm just gonna go with the lab piece of art, I guess.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Game Master Frequency? Okay, well, maybe they were playing a game then. Maybe they were playing the game via radio?
Looks like a surveillance program.
Who's the Game Master? Or if it's a game, then who's playing? Let's go with who's the Game Master.
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara.
Okay.
All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
So basically saying this is a small part of a larger operation.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. Why do you say that?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean. What else? Squint at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
Just occurred to me, I probably should be wearing, like, the visual calculus glasses or the logic glasses. Sad story, yeah. Anyway, let's talk to Kim here. He's got something.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Computer, chalkboard, fireplace. Someone tried to exorcise the curse using technology? Yeah, right. It looks like an undercover counterintelligence program, or it's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? Or no time to move. Really. I mean, there's the reference to the game master on the board there, and this board had all kinds of information about some kind of like role-playing game system. It's sort of feels like that, like they had some kind of game going on over the radio waves or something, some kind of D&D game. So I'm mostly I'm leaning towards it's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making? I mean, okay, let's go with failed business.
Yes, that is the question.
Lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
Yeah.
Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Yeah. How are they planning to do that? Has anyone ever done this before? This is a role-playing game. Or what do you think happened to the company? Or wow. Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this is a role-playing game?
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We World board game, with hit death thrown in.
Yeah. He points to the chalkboard. The Whirl board game. Okay, so Whirl is a board game with heat death run. How are they planning to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present.
Yeah.
Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Yeah. This I guess this is the days before internet, so you're playing via radio.
Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Nice. Who knew Kim was into D&D? Anyway, what do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
The lieutenant tilts his head, thinking, they were insane if they thought they could do this, or it was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets, or the curse got them. I see no other explanation. World is cold and lonely. This would keep a company. Let's finish it. finish it. I mean, you're insane if I could do this? Like, that seems a little harsh. Just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets? I mean, jumping to conclusions there a little, I think. The curse got them is just silly. I mean, just playing along with the whole curse bit when Plaisance isn't around, it just seems silly. New quest added to finish the ridiculously overcomplicated RPG? Yeah, I know, right? The world is cold, Lilius would keep it company, but let's finish it. I mean, I'm not liking these first three options, but I'm a little hesitant to pick an option that says let's finish it. What do I mean by that? Yeah. I don't think it's not fair to say it's a play to cheat money in their investors' pockets. I mean, somebody was serious about this. Like, they put a lot of work into it. Let's go with the world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Half smile breaks out of his face. He says, looking around the derelict room, the pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Yeah, let's, logic glasses or visual calculus glasses? Let's put on the logic glasses. Maybe we can deduce some things. The logic glass, yeah, -1 authority, yeah. I probably don't need authority back here. What's on this wall? Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Huh. As Kim observed, they're pretty ambitious. I see the door there. I just want to take a look around here first. This is back the way I came. I just doing a bit of Jamrock shuffling here. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh, I have a thought. Is this Emma's atelier? What? I don't know what that means. Oh, there's another room back here? Production schedule filament memory. It has a pawn shop price of 50. 50 real. Endgame production schedule. The cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule. Note, this filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. And what have we here? Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Skis with Slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Is this wall actually broken? I wasn't trying to click on you. Oh. I have to remember that option's there if I ever decide to level up logic, I guess. Okay. So, again, so this is back the way I came. Oh, I have another thought. Looks like the remains of the 24-hour window repair shop? Okay. Yeah, okay. Nope, stop clicking on Kim. Okay, so I haven't been through this door yet. I can only point the flashlight in an arc that's in front of him, so I have to be careful where I click, so he stands in the right pixel, so I could. looking that direction. Oh, hell. Okay. Okay. In the interest of jam rock shuffling, um, I want to explore everything on one floor before I move on to other floors. So let's see what's behind this door here. Oh, okay. This is another staircase. This is another floor anyway. All this stuff was behind the bookstore? Crazy. The wind howls in from the coal chute above. What have we here? More money? And magnesium, hooray! So what have we here? It's
You
a
see
fridge?
a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red.
That's a nice novelty fridge built into a statue of a bear. Like, it looks like something that was part of an amusement park or something. Like, what is it doing here? This is wild.
This ice bear is a hyper carnivore. Be careful.
What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear. Crack open the door. What is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
Oh man. A refrigerator. We could have put the body in here. If only I'd gone to investigate the bookstore properly sooner. Huh. Is it too late to put the body in here?
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Found the holster of his gun. Wait, what? He's reaching for his gun? I'll ask him. It's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door.
Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
And he said a gust of cold air came out. That suggests that it's still functional. Like, gosh darn it. Brand name Revachol Ice City. Handwritten note has been... Oh, a handwritten note has been attached to the door. Okay, take a note from the door. Or examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? That's what I'm wondering. Let's take a look at the note.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Hey, free fridge magnets. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Okay. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The tenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The tenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Close the door. I seriously don't have the option to suggest, oh hey, maybe we should put the body in. The body is still sitting in Kim's car. Like, do I not have the option to say to him,
Yes.
hey,
What do you want to know?
the preliminary going to be the mysteries of actually all the
Good.
Talk about you. Seem to be following me. Things you know. I don't. Yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing new here.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly. A friendly cartoon bear, the paper still smelled.
Good question. I know. What is even...
The fridge buzzes.
Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, I mean, apparently I should have come in here sooner. I mean, there's nothing... There wasn't really anything stopping me from coming here sooner, really. I mean, I just, like, Plaisance said, don't go behind the curtain. I said, well, I'll go behind the curtain then. And because at the time, there's, like, plenty more to explore. So I just said, whatever. Oh, well. How about this note here? A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door. You can interact with it?
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
Lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Yeah. Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
The illiterate ginger kid? Is that talking about Kuno? Well, frig. And, you know, Kim did remark that, like, when we were considering where to go to refrigerate the corpse, he said, well, check with, you know, he said check with Gout first at the Whirling Rags. You know, they should have a fridge there. If that doesn't check out, then maybe Freight has it. And if not, then... And then he glances over at Kuno and says, well, just the last resort. And I have a... Yeah, I have a feeling Kuno would have led us to this if we had asked him at that time. Although we might probably... You know, Kuno being the uncooperative sort, to put it lightly, probably would have needed some convincing in order to let us use this. Yeah, I mean, at the time, yeah, Gart said no, and Fried was closed, and I just plain forgot about the Kuno option, and I just I failed the roll a couple times to check out the body, and so I just kind of gave up on that. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, it's the first playthrough of the game. I'm sure there was some missed opportunities there, but my understanding is the game allows multiple ways of going about things. So, okay. Who's S? Can't believe the offsite copy is still here. The loader keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so you had to hide it somewhere safe.
You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
Sully Swaff. Okay. You'll find the filament memory with the offsite copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Frozen ice cream maker? Okay. Who's the illiterate ginger kid? I have a feeling it's going to be Kuno.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Let me tell you, it looks like the corner of his mouth curved into a smug grin. You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Ha, yeah, probably. uh, Rhyme again, what's a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Hmm.
It's like the production schedule you found, only this one's an off-site copy.
I wonder who wrote the note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Hmm. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry. Maybe it's because of the entity. Or I guess I'll never know. Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
Yeah. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Ice bear fridge, okay. Put the note away. Okay. So that was the note. What have we here? Ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. Why can't I interact with this? He just said that he left the thing in the frozen ice cream maker. Okay, whatever. What's this? Flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. This place goes on and on. Okay, what's this? Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Okay. What's this? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Someone was preparing for some conflict, or...
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment. Where are we indeed?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period.
Yeah.
Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Okay, I do look inside. Or, no, you do the honors. Back off. I'm gonna go with, okay, I do.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Inspect the rifles.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was kind of wondering if these rifles could be sold like as antiques or something, if they're from the left over from the Revolution. Even inoperable, they could be. I don't know. This one looks nice. Take the rifle.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
The audio said that's a rare sight, but the text says it's as an old belle magrave from the Revolution. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. Kind of wonder if maybe the voice actor didn't have the final script, or they hadn't decided on the name of the gun yet, or something like that. What does this mean? A rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
So, how to save? Antique belle magrave rifle. A broken belle magrave from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. It sells for $11.32. I mean, if it's not functional as you know, as an actual gun, and besides, they don't have, presumably, they don't have any ammunition for it. Probably might as well sell it. What have we here? Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Okay, here we go. This is probably where the memory thing is hidden.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
I'm gonna try to crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
The fact that the tutorial messages are coming up here is a reminder that I really was supposed to come here a lot sooner. Well. Okay, fine. Let's swap this bag out for the pry bar.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Physical instrument heroic. 3% chance. Minus 20 because pry bar is not strong enough. So basically I have to roll a 12 on this one. That reminds me, I think I'm still not wearing a shirt. Getting that physical instrument bonus.
This orange
Okay,
machine
what if I turn the
is
ice cream
buzzing
crank?
like an... Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping.
Hopefully I didn't break the memory filament by turning that before opening it.
It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur?
What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
I mean, I can try doing the roll. It's the minus 20 seems to suggest to me that I just need to find a better pry bar. I mean, it says it's frozen shut. Like, can we break the ice or, I don't know, melt it or something? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth trying. Get over here. More money. More healing.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Okay, unplug the black cable. Maybe it'll melt, and then we can open it more easily.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black. It's not like it's not like it's the red one. What? Because it's black, the color of immeasurable cosmos. I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. Well, wait, why doesn't it? I don't have a sensible answer. I just think without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer.
Yeah.
The ice around it slowly melting.
Ice around it slowly melting. Yeah, so I got +2 because the machine is now unplugged. But it's not enough to overcome the -20. Let's put the bag back here.
This orange machine is...
You never know where you're going to find empty bottles, which can be sold for tear. Yeah, should be keeping an eye out for bottles, really. Okay, what have we got up here? Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Huh. What's this pulley system here? What's in here? Insane mesh tank top, +1 drama. Huh. Where did you even get that one? No, really. Who put it in that drawer? No further comments. Wear at your own risk. +1 drama, clinically insane? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put the logic shirt back on. Maybe I'll swap to the drama shirt if you do some questioning or whatever. So I got into this area by coming down a staircase. This is going up another staircase. Presumably it's going to come back to the floor I was on before. Just continue the gem rock shuffle. Let's just take a look around here because there was more stuff over here. Wall collapse is inaccessible now. And what have we here? It's underneath the fireplace? Is the furnace?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace? Look inside the furnace. Smear your hands with coal. What's this? Smear your hands with coal? Is that supposed to help something in some way?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
So I'm hearing the voices of people in the building. Which bit? Like we've traveled so far. We tried so hard and got so far. Where even are we? Like what? Is this underneath that fireplace where all the writing was on the wall and stuff, or is this underneath somebody else? Several voices talk to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs.
The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying, or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
Ten asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating, or maybe it's the entity, or I hear the murderer of the hanged man talking. We really want to mess with Kim, like a comment like that? Okay, I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? You should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Oh, skill instrument medium 10. Yell hello into the furnace? +1 wet your whistle, +1 called Southern SCA again. Dress code Modest Mullen. Hold on. If I take off the logic shirt, I think that gives me a boost to physical instrument.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
97% chance of getting it. is yelling hello into it a good idea in these circumstances? I'm gonna give it a shot.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
You hear a woman's voice answer. Huh.
you've awakened the entity.
Awakened the entity. Uh, this is the police who's there. Hey, Deb Graves is here. Welcome to the stream. Oh, hey, you're down here. Yes, so I am. Is the police who's there? Yeah, someone's setting off fireworks. I don't know if my mic is picking that up. That's coming from outside. In honor of Remembrance Day, I suppose, or Veterans Day, I guess. I don't know. Living in Canada, Remembrance Day, November 11th, is kind of a somber affair in remembrance of the people who fell in war and the importance of peace and all that. The concept of shooting off fireworks feels weird to me in that context. But I guess in the U.S. they don't call it Remembrance Day; they call it Veterans Day, and it's like a day of celebration because they're comparatively a more militaristic country than Canada. I'm sure if you ask the average American, they probably wouldn't say they think of their country as militaristic, but Anyway. Inland Empire is saying you've awakened the entity. Okay, this is the police who's there. I summon the ghost's doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit. What's this? Ah ha 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 ha. Was that about the militaristic comment, or is it about the option on the screen? Oh, there's U.S. militaristic? Nah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like okay. Some years back, okay, like I sing in a barbershop choir, and there was this a show that we did off in the U.S. Which show was that? It was we've done lots of shows over the years, but there we were singing along with another choir in the area, and they picked out a song, like American patriotic song. I mean, but the kind that they don't think of as an American patriotic song, because it was called All Nations Rise, like All Nations Rise to the Call of Freedom, that kind of thing, that kind of rah rah America, yay freedom kind of deal. But it's very very wartimey stuff. About fighting evil and so on, and must resist the ancient foe and stuff like that. And like, man, that made me uncomfortable. I opted to, like, I told the director I wasn't comfortable singing it, and he was very understanding of it. I just quietly just stepped off the stage when the rest of the joint two choirs were singing that song. But I remember our director did make the comment. He talked to the rest of the choir about the fact that I brought that up. I wasn't comfortable with it. And how did he phrase it? He said if you know, if uh, you talk to our like American counterparts in the other choir, and say that if you told them that you're uncomfortable singing this song because it's about glorifying war and about you know America, in his words, throwing their weight around and having a peace in the world on their own terms, um, they'd be very surprised because in the minds of the American folks who are singing the song, they just see it as a song about freedom or whatever. They don't. It's like they've got blinders on to the militaristic nature of the lyrics. Um, uh, yeah, it's I don't know, different culture, different perspective. What am I even trying to say here? Um, I don't know. It's I guess jeez, I don't, I don't know if this is me going off another tangent as usual. Um, I've just how do I put this? Like I've got complicated feelings about the military, I suppose. Like on some level, like I do have like I respect the troops, the people who uh, you know are willing to put themselves in harm's way for something they believe in and so on. Uh, you know, um, risking their lives for doing what they perceive to be like helping others. But on the other hand, have problems with the whole I guess military industrial complex and the like leaders who start wars for really stupid reasons and put people in harm's way for for no good reason basically and um, I'm speaking in very broad terms here. There's a lot I could say about you know America's foreign policy and stuff. What even am I trying to say here? What is my point? I don't know. I guess it's just it's just I guess I'm just saying I have a very different way of looking at it from the like it's just coming back to the sound of the fireworks going off out there. They're a day late. It's November 12th. But um, like what am I trying to say? Um, yeah, like I like I said I sort of regard it as this somber affair of about the reminder of why we should avoid war and why it's important, why peace is important, and it's just sort of weird and otherworldly to be to uh, see like on the other side of the coin, people firing off fireworks because they see the war as something to celebrate. It just feels weird and off-putting to me, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Let's move on. Yeah. So mysterious woman's voice calling down through the furnace. I guess there must be a chimney going up somewhere. I guess we might as well announce ourselves as police here. This is the police. Who's there?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Huh. Can't hear you. Please come upstairs. A safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it. Okay.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Why is the option to smear my hands with coal? This voice I heard, maybe it's the malignant entity plays on said it lives in a chimney. I can also kick it with my foot. I mean, this on the one hand, this game has a lot of really dumb options, but on the other hand, you never know what's going to give you experience. I'll try kicking with the foot at least.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Health critical cures doesn't have fine. Oh wow, my health was continuing to tick down. I had less than a bar of health, and it was continuing to tick down. I should probably shoot up some more of that. Smear your hands with coal? Like, why? Why would you smear your hands with coal? Like, does it help me get a better grip on the ice cream machine or something?
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be stupid.
No, that would be stupid. Okay, zoom out. Okay, so there was a staircase here. Is this thing thawed enough for me to open it?
This orange machine is...
I don't know if this is the kind of thing that is going to take time to thaw
orange
out.
Machine is dead still. It has a...
Yeah. Well, if I'm going to find somebody upstairs, I should probably take off the minus of authority glasses. Oh, right, and let's put the logic shirt back on. Or maybe I want to put drama shirt on. Well, let's take a look upstairs first. Oh, we're out here. Okay, before we do anything else, is Frit still open? I don't know what time they close. It'd be nice if I could get there before they close this time. Is this where you get the magnesium stuff?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles,
There you go.
nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Cool. Yeah, I'd feel better if I had more morale healing available to me. Alright. Just look at the flashlight in hand. I'm just walking around with it outside here. Can I go back in here now? Huh. Oh. You can go deeper? Oh, hey. More money? Take it. What's this? A cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. Huh, okay. So you can see out into the street from here. That's where the rifle was. That's the furnace where I nearly killed myself by kicking it. It would be... My health is continuing to tick down. I have a feeling if I hadn't hit the heal button in time, I might have actually dropped dead, which would be hilarious. clicked it. Click the stairs. Go, Mr. Dubois. Alright, okay, so we checked out that door there. Oh yeah, should we try putting this memory filament in here and see what happens? I have a feeling before we do that, I need to go use the washroom again. I'm drinking lots of water. My throat was really rough. I figured I'd just drink extra water, and now I'm paying the price. Anyway, I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Just realized I neglected to pause it, but I don't think time actually passes unless you, like, do a thing in the game anyway. It still says 8:43. Okay, anyway. Oh. I'll tab into the game. Here we go. So can I...
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let's insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Okay, press play again, I guess.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
Why is Inland Empire jumping all over this talk about spirits and stuff?
Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology.
Half-Light, not you too.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good evening, Fortress Accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Wait, are we actually talking to someone in real time here? What's the production schedule? Why did you call me Fortress Accident? What are you, a machine, or are you alive? Or that's all for now, press off / silent. Let's go with why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Fortress Accident. Or Accident. Do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalog before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Okay. I mean, it's interesting that there was someone there ready to receive this this broadcast here. And what's that? This interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
You hear her ask when the connection finally improves. Oh, sorry. The static drowns her response. Any other questions you hear when you? Okay. What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
I mean that glowing thing I put inside, or right. Thanks for the explanation. I mean, we could just play dumb, I guess. That glowing thing that I put inside.
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Well, I mean that's what it says on the package, so yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password?
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
The password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint? Is it my birthday? This is the police. Please open this thing. Or I don't know the password. Are we supposed to find the password around here somewhere? Let's go with can you give me a hint?
No.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress Accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, because we already established the various precincts don't want to invest any resources in this area, in this region. Okay.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
Okay, let's... Is it my birthday?
Still no.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Okay, let's just say that's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Let's take this thing out and go for a walk. I suppose there's something on the wall here which could be a password. I wonder
Your
if
flashlight slides over. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
I mean, I've interacted with everything and gone through all the
fireplace
options.
is covered in lines drawn in.
Okay. Oh. An actual, like, living person and stuff here. Let's put on the drama shirt. Yeah, the quote that I've got on is empathy and hand-eye coordination. I've got another quote was boost suggestion. I think with the get-up I've got on is fine. Oh, wait, what's this item here? Oh, okay, it's just the film of memory again. What have we here? This tray's full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Ooh, I wonder if there's a D100 in there. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. All right then. Can I get that from here? What's this? A postcard, La Delta 51? The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. Sorry. Midtown traffic passes. Overhead, the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Huh, okay. Alright, let's see. What do you have to say?
Hello, I'm Nia.
A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair. Was this the woman that we were speaking to? It said we heard voices before we called up to her, though, so was there someone here she was talking to, or...?
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
She taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Inland Empire, come on. Let go of the entity stuff. Why am I still, like, holding this shit, the flashlight up here? Oh well.
She's got a direct view to the backyard.
Ooh.
You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Hold on, what do you mean by milieu? You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window. Why are you asking about dice? Or never mind, I'll be back later. What do you mean by milieu?
Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these.
She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Okay. You must have me confused with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice? She makes specialty dice or something?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games and I need some dice. Maybe. I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly. No, I was looking for something else. Squint your eyes mysteriously. Answers. Or, I'm not interested in buying dice right now. I'm a police officer and I need to ask some questions. I mean, I can just be direct and to the point. Picking the slightly roundabout answer could be neat. Looking for something else, squint your eyes mysteriously answers? Sure, why not?
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. Yeah?
No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
How did you become a dice maker? Oh, okay, I'd like to order a die from you. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room. Okay, let's start a little conversational. How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Interesting. So she turned to making dice.
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
That's neat. And it's 9 o'clock. Now I can go talk to Smoking Man from the balcony. Don't know how late I'm able to go do that. Anyway, do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Fair enough.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Yeah. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here.
Inland Empire, chill.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus? You never took your eyes off the work to look out the window? You often work Sunday nights. So what do you mean by the daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
She stops to try to and come up with an example.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
Yeah.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
She looks up at the window, pale light comes in. You ever took your eyes off the work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
Do you often work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Fair enough. I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway? What is this place? Look around the room.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there. What is this? Something I got a check mark here. Oh, okay. Search for the malignant entity. Place on such she lives inside a chimney. Find a way in. Okay. I have been objective to ask the novelty dice maker about the curse? Really? Okay.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
The lieutenant looks around the spacious room at its ceiling fading into the shadows above. I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? Or do you know what happened to other tents? Everyone else is gone. Let's ask about the other tents first.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
There were a lot of people on that list. Okay, there used to be a hair salon here. What happened to the gym? What's up with the broken windows? Someone here makes stuffed animals. I saw mounts lying around. I found creepy mannequins. What's with the rotor blades and the skis? I found a strange machine. There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working. Actually, I got other questions. Can I ask all of these? I guess I might as well go through them in turn. There used to be a hair salon here.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Huh, yeah. More things change, the more they say the same, or something. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I can imagine the dock workers mostly wanting to look manly or whatever. Don't like the idea of looking androgynous, I suppose. I'm just... and nowadays, like, the whole... I'm gonna say, like, the conservative / Republican trend seems to be trying to crack down on, gender ideology or whatever. Which, I don't know, it just seems kind of dumb to me. I mean, the gender roles in general just seem kind of dumb to me, to be honest. Yeah, I've said it before in previous streams, but I'll say it again, like, that just whole notion that boys have to be a certain way, girls have to be a certain way, is just have to be a different way. That is just it never made sense to me. I just think everyone should be able to do whatever makes them happy, within as long as it isn't hurting anyone else. But anyway, moving on.
It's not about the haircut. It's about the confidence.
Confidence? Are you sure? Okay. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customers should have been more open-minded, or I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. Oh, really? Going that far? Okay. Guess I'm a simple man. Don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. Let's go through what's wrong with a bit of experimenting. Customers should have been more open-minded.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet.
Yeah. She tucks a strand of hair under the headscarf. What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club. A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
Who's Artemitep? Or maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club? Oh, great. The community project workout. Because I bet so far it didn't really work, did it? Who was Artemitep?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Maybe it's Kuno needs a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno? Who's Kuno?
Her eyes narrow in the dim light. He's sort of the king around here. He's a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Well, I mean, true, but... Dude, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, true, but it still seems mean to say, but whatever. Little ginger gremlin likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She looks out the window and her face reflecting back in the dark.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Yeah, no kidding. How'd that community project work out?
It didn't.
Yeah.
If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Huh. Maybe we should check if there's any truth to that rumor.
You should have known it.
Oh, thanks, electrochemistry.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
What's up with the broken windows? Have you seen a lot of broken windows around? I don't know.
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed?
Okay, she keeps using that word milias. I have a feeling she's using it a different, a different meaning from what I have in mind. Yeah, like milieu, a person's social environment. He grew up in a military milieu. I mean, she's talking like producing snuff milieus. That's like okay. Like snuff as a genre is like snuff films, as in it's a film about someone getting killed, or you know, it's, or like filming someone actually being killed. You know. Is that what she's referring to? But like, what does? I know she said had the headphones on because she was listening to Milia's. I'm gonna move on.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway, and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu? It's a shame about those windows. I'm going to ask about that milieu. Okay. What's a snuff milieu?
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Well, something for everybody, I guess. I'm pretty sure in this case, milieu is sort of like a radio broadcast. Yeah, I'm sort of inferring from context. That's what it seems to mean.
Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. What does she mean? To get off on it?
You know what she means, electrochemistry.
Don't worry, the ACP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Yeah. Lieutenant turns to you. Yeah, this isn't our problem. Okay.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators.
And she lets the thought go. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
Great.
But what drugs exactly?
Thanks, electrochemistry. I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report. little ellipses, like. Electrochemistry always wanting to do drugs. Okay. I'm just, whenever it says, yeah, like whenever these messages come up, like electrochemistry, medium success, it says medium 10 versus your total 10, medium 10 versus your total 11. Like yeah, I made the comment earlier that, like the quality of the messages here, I think changes depending on your skill. I get the feeling that the more messages or different messages come up depending on. Anyway, moving on. Like I don't think it's actually a roll happening in this case. It's looking at your total and saying, oh hey, you this is the message that comes up or something. Anyway. Should I ask her about the drug? I'll ask her about the drugs. Why not?
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Well, got experience. Got a level up. Woohoo. That's neat.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Great.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
Yeah, pretty much. Molecular chemistry has standards? Surprise, I guess. Anyway, I found creepy mannequins, dot dot dot.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
Insect rights activists came? Insect rights? Insect rights. People. I mean, they're environmentalists who will express concern about, say, honeybees, and wanting to keep them around because they, pollinate flowers and, help the spread of plant life and so on. That makes sense, but insect rights activists? I have never heard that term. Okay. Insect rights activists? What in the name of dot dot dot? I didn't know insects had any rights. Or activists. I didn't know they had rights or activists.
Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials.
Huh.
Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Interesting. Yeah, chitin being the material from the insect's exoskeleton. Yeah. Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket.
Huh.
And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
Cancel culture gone mad. Okay, anyway, glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, not. I mean, I don't know, insects are cool and all, but it just, I'm still hung up on the insect rights activist concept. It feels a bit silly. Okay, insects don't have any brains or feelings, or they got what they deserved. Making clothes out of beetle wings is a terrible idea. Okay, well, I mean, you can take the side of the insects, or we can. I guess this is also taking the side of the insects. Let's go with. I'm kind of leaning towards, but insects don't have any brains or feelings.
Actually, insects do have brains.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far.
Yes. Technically, arguably, they have a brain, although their central nervous systems it kind of stretches the whole length of their body. They don't have a singular brain. Like if you sorry if this is a little grisly. Like if you cut off an ant's head, the body will continue wandering around until it dies of. If it doesn't die from blood loss, it'll die of starvation because it can no longer eat without a head. Because the brain is distributed throughout its whole body. Because their central nervous system operates differently. Fun facts with Tormuse. Anyway, I understand what you're saying. The protest took a little too far. Yeah.
As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up. They're not moving.
Anything else?
What's with the rollerblades and skis? Might as well just go through all of these options here. I mean, she's willing to talk about them. Let's get all the information we can.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile. Slipstream. So they started out making rotor blades, but then they changed to making skis, and then and then their head of their company just took their money and ran. I mean, you were looking for a way to pass the time. Who knows, might even learn or find something useful around here. Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, we got some experience out of this in the level up, so time well spent, really.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say? Or that's illegal, running off the company's money like that. Why hasn't he been arrested? What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you. I get the feeling she's rather fond of this executive who ran off with the money. Anyway.
Men like that are a curse.
The lieutenant is stern. Yeah.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
I found a strange machine. Presume that's referring to the computer radio thing.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wiro.
Get into fisticuffs? Like, surely not actually physically fighting, since they're talking via radio. Like, we're talking like verbal fisticuffs?
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seem to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? What happened?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seem to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Yeah. Historical individuals on some grand quest. There's some how do I put this? There's some modern correlations I can make here. I'm just reminded of like folks who are into like cryptocurrencies and NFTs and stuff like that. They really like to talk up their business about wanting to be remembered by history and wanting to create a new financial system and not beholden to banks and so on, yada yada yada. But like ultimately, it's kind of a grift. It's kind of, I mean, it's whatever. What am I trying to say here? Remember, folks, if you decide to go into game development, start with a small project and work up from there. Ha ha ha. Yeah. I mean, that's what. Why do you think I make DDLC mods? But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, like the whole cryptocurrency thing. I mean, aside from being like horribly inefficient on multiple levels, like you can basically only make money off it if you're either already rich or you got it on the ground floor or whatever. And it's whatever. Moving on. From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. I mean, yeah, really must have been a gigantic area. No. It was impressive. There's some impressive stuff down there.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on.
Yeah, the cryptocurrency bros do the same, really. I mean, maybe not complaining about capitalism, but the complaints about how the markets are rigged to keep out your business and so on, it sounds familiar. And now I'm reminded of there was a video by Folding Ideas, a YouTuber, a Canadian YouTuber actually, who he put out a video recently that was about the whole GameStop event. That whole thing about there was some hedge funder who tried to short some funds, which for short stocks for GameStop, and which is like a stock trading term, which I don't want to get into the details about it, but basically he committed to buying some stocks based on the assumption that they were going to go down in value, and then a subreddit got wind of it and told everyone, buy the stock right now, because he's counting on it going down, and we can make him lose a lot of money, and that's how it played out. And the hedge funder who was shorting the stock ended up losing a lot of money, and they were talking about it as being it was victory over the man or whatever. And this was a couple years ago, and apparently there are still people to this day who are holding on, who got in on the subreddit thing, and they're still holding on to their GameStop stocks under this mistaken belief that the price is going to go even higher at some point. And the more time passes, like, the price of the stock is fluctuated the same as any normal stock fluctuates. And it's obviously never going to go as high as it did when everyone bought all at the same time and the price skyrocketed. But they're still holding on to them in this weirdly cult-like belief that the stock is going to go up at some point, and there's going to I don't know. There's just some really gullible people who are really irresponsible with their money, I guess. It's the long and the short of it, really. But they keep. The reason that I'm bringing that up is because this whole comment about, oh, they complain about capitalism and how the markets are rigged, and they're trying to keep out new businesses and so on. These are exactly the kinds of excuses that these people who bought into and then became obsessed by this GameStop thing That's how they think. They keep rationalizing every time, every day, every year that they're the GameStop stock doesn't skyrocket again. And they're talking about like just batshit unreasonable expectations. Like they're expecting it to go up to millions of dollars a share, and they expect to become overnight millionaires by selling one share. It's just it's bizarre. Like it's not grounded in reality at all. But they're just they're nevertheless committed to this idea. Like I don't know. I guess it's the idea of just cutting their losses and selling it off at the current price is just I don't know. I don't know the psychology of it. Like if they have this vested idea that if I quit now, that means that it makes me a failure or something, so I have to hold on to it instead or something. I don't know. Like any rational person would have cut their losses long ago, but they're like, I don't know. They got this gambler's mentality of we have to hold on. And yeah, every day it doesn't go up. They make excuses for it. Oh, the markets are rigged. Oh, the rich people on Wall Street, the hedge funders or whatever, are trying to make there's this conspiracy going on to stop us from getting rich or whatever. I don't know, it's just other nonsense. Anyway, moving on.
In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
And to show up to work on time, hey? Yeah. Yeah. It's a good video, by the way. Oops. I'm trying to remember what the video was called. It was by Folding Ideas. It was his latest video. Well, second latest now. I'm drawing a blank. Oh yeah. He called the video "This is Financial Advice," because the tagline on all across the subreddit was "This is not financial advice," because they're not allowed. They can't legally tell people you have to buy this stock now because they can be like legally liable if something goes wrong. But anyway, moving on.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Thanks, electrochemistry. Well, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard, or that's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. Or you're right, they should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. I mean, showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. I mean, on some level, yeah, it's relatable. I mean, I have trouble getting out the door on time for things. It would have supported them. The project looked great. I mean, yeah, the project looks kind of cool. I'm kind of leaning towards you're right. They should have just tried harder. They had everything needed to succeed. It did look like they had put a lot of work into it. I mean, showing up, yeah. Let's go. Yeah, you're right. They should try harder. They should have had everything needed to succeed.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. Not everyone is going to make it. This feels like more parallels with the whole cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, NFT thing, because apparently the NFT crowd has a running tagline of like we're all going to make it. Like everyone who's there is there because they expect to get rich off of it. same whole idea. Anyway, move on.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Well, you have to roll the ones out.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
That's neat. What do you mean the dice is black? Dice is plural, die is singular. That's how this works. Anyway.
Anything else?
There's a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about their other ideas? Or, I don't care about their other ideas, I just want to hear about the bear. Did the bear work? No. Okay, alright, what about the other ideas? Let's play along, let's be nice.
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
20 cents per hour? I don't know what the wages are in, or how the financial system works in this game world, but that seems like it might be under minimum wage.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
She leans back, disapproving.
Fritta does the same thing.
Ha ha ha. You know a girl just like that, she works in the Fritta as a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. What they expect, 20 cents per hour is dog's pay. I'm surprised they show up to work at all. Or, that's an award-winning idea. How else do you choose people around you? I don't have an opinion on employing teens. I just want to know, did it work out for the business? I mean, probably not. Yeah, let's make the comparison to Frit. Why not? Works in the Frit as a cashier. She's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Ravachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear?
The bear.
She repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. It didn't work out.
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted.
Well, that's unfortunate. I thought the bear looked kind of cool. I mean, Kim reacted to it like he was scared of it. Or at least that it made him uncomfortable. Even going so far as reaching for his gun. Anyway.
Eventually, Ravachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Yeah, but they don't have the whole bear gimmick. But, yeah. Glace is French for ice, so, like, crème glacée is ice cream. So Glace 5000. I guess Glace 5000. Anyway, nod solemnly. It's the market doing its job. I'm sure the bear was doing its best. Bear was scary. Every time I saw that bear, I felt scared, like I could come alive at any moment now. I like the answer. I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
Oh yeah? How come?
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
High on desiccants. Uh-huh, okay.
Scary, but cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. But yeah, I mean, it's all on how you market it, really. The fact that the ice cream bars came out malformed doesn't help. Anyway, Megatherium, or what's a vision beast? Very cool, but I don't want to hear about bears anymore. Let's move on. Um, what's a vision beast?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life
Okay.
by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Uh-huh. That's on brand.
A wise and noble beast, guiding you toward the land where the streets are paved with drugs.
Thanks, electrochemistry. I don't do drugs. I do drugs. I've got a vision beast myself. I don't have a comment on drugs. Um, um, I'm just gonna say I don't have a comment. I mean, so far this game I haven't done drugs aside from drinking from the Commodore Red to help me get past Measurehead. I'm just gonna say I don't have a comment on the drugs.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all.
Nods the dice maker.
Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
She seems almost sad finishing the story. I got more experience. Getting lots of experience points during this conversation.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time.
She really has been here for a long time. Like she has comments about all of these past failed businesses. She said she made a comment that they were here for a couple of years, which suggests a timeline of a lot more years that she's been here. Anyway, I found the building's intercom, but it's not working. Yeah, the one on the outside of the building, yeah.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me.
She rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin.
I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
Huh. There was one that had that weird recording that was going on.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Yeah, I guess so. So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours? I was wondering about the Whirling in Rags. Is it part of the same building complex? East Delta Pinball, is that now the Whirling? Strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream SEA. Someone answered. Yeah, that was the recording. Let's start with telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours?
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
Did we ever even learn her name? It just says Novelty Dice Maker. Anyway, strange thing happened when I tried calling the company named Slipstream SA. Someone answered.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years.
She looks like she doesn't really believe you.
Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
Yeah. I mean, Plaisance did answer her doorbell. It was a different, it's a different one. Anyway, first it wasn't Plaisance. I know her and would have recognized the voice. She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics. Let's go with, first. It wasn't Plaisance. I know her. She would have recognized the voice.
Oh right, but did this person say anything?
She still sounds skeptical. She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
There's a moment before she recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
100 years ago? Okay.
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Okay, it's Inland Empire. Still going on about the spirits stuff, I guess.
It was too real to be just a prank. Either we're dealing with a professional actress, or...
I mean, it might be a professional actress. Like, if it was a recording of some, like, I don't know, radio play or something. or TV show or whatever.
Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
You're right, it probably just got made fun of. No, it was something else, something eerie near your eyes, or it may have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly. I mean, Kim indicate that it might have been an electrical anomaly. It might have been picking up some radio show, you know? I'm gonna go with it may have been some sort of rare electrical anomaly.
A prank is more likely, no? Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
Ha. She shakes her head. He's still to pinball. Is that now the whirling?
Yes. I've heard it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure. Before my time. I'm not surprised, however.
You know, this is something the cafeteria manager might want to know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, something extra to talk to Gott about. Let him know that the place used to be called East Delta Pinball.
My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick track, especially pinball.
She raised her finger. Don't base your business on a fad. Okay. This means that whirling is part of the doomed commercial area. Gott is gonna love this. Or keep it to yourself. I mean, it gives me the option to keep it to myself. She doesn't even know who Gart is. Like, is this even worth mentioning to her? Whatever, it's content, I'm saying it.
I don't know this guard, but something tells me he won't.
Yeah. I was wondering about the Whirling in Rags. Is that part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the doomed commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Yeah, you're getting a little repetitive there. Yeah, okay, anyway, I have a few more questions about the building.
Sure, I'm listening.
Oh, okay, so I can go back to the questions about the intercom. I guess if I want to try the other options, hold on.
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. What do you want to know?
I mean, okay, hold on a second. If I can pick this one again.
I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It can't be true. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Tricent, it used to be a major...
No, it was too... Whatever happened, keep your cool. It's probably better to admit that it was a harmless prank.
I probably just got made fun of. Okay, I just wanted to see what if there are other options.
Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity.
There you go. Actually, the Slipstream SCA mystery might be recording. I called again later and got exactly the same message. There we go. Like, this is what I was hoping I would be able to say.
Why would Slipstream SCA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It is rather curious.
I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
I mean, could be, but who is carrying it out?
My money's on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
He looks around. Yeah, Kim's still holding on to his electrical anomaly theory. Okay.
Sure, I'm listening.
Okay, actually, other questions?
I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Okay, I'd like to order a dive from you. Heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? I mean, it's my objective apparently to ask this about her. Ask this to her. Yeah. Ask her about this. Let's go. Go for it. Here we go.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
She nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft above. Wait, how do you explain what happened to all those companies then? Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies. I mean, I could say... I explain what happened to all these companies then. Yes, keep it to business, I guess. Plaisance is the one who sent me.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going. The curse is just biding its time before it strikes again. Sooner or later, everyone will fail, even her. I don't know why the bookstore hasn't gone bankrupt yet. That's what I'm here to investigate. Bankrupt yet, as if it's inevitable. That's what I'm here to investigate. Well, not exactly. I'm just going to go with the first one. Bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers. She has to another. Yeah.
All right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in racks? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Yes, but still a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. No, the whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and customers have trouble paying bills. Right, the whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed. Let's. I mean, the whirling probably is doing all right. I mean, they've got the dock workers like regularly like eating there and stuff. Like, you know, the Hardy Boys were basically spend all day there, like ordering beers and stuff. They're probably doing all right. And Classy has been staying there for months. I'm gonna go with you're right. The whirling doesn't really look like it's cursed.
And then there's me.
And you did manage to pay your bill for a couple of days. Yeah, true. And there's me. She sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years,
Wow.
selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
14 years, eh? You've just been squatting in this abandoned building. Well, I mean, it wasn't abandoned the whole... Like, now it's abandoned, but it sounds like she's seen all the businesses come and go over the years. Yeah. And, yeah, she made the comment, like, when I called through the furnace, like, she said she had to... Assuming it was her that I was talking to, she had to open the metal curtain. So I have a feeling if I hadn't gone down to that furnace thing first, I would not have been able to have this conversation at all. Anyway, moving right along.
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Half-Light, not you too.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Plays on things, it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you, or the curse will get to you. Have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. Or I'll be the first to admit, there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. I mean... like I'm tempted to bring Plaisance' name into this. I I mean, if Plaisance had any rationality in her at all, like you might accept the explanation that, hey, you know, the weird voice you heard, it was just a person. It wasn't an evil entity. Like, you can chill about that. You know, she's it's just like Lady Die Maker here was working behind the metal curtain. Um, I don't think that would convince Plaisance there. She's caught up in her notion about evil spirits and yada yada yada. So I don't probably wouldn't do any good to get Plaisance in touch with her, really. um, yeah, so as tempting as it is to bring Plaisance' name into this, I think I'm just going to say I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
She leans forward in her chair to study your face. So you can, I mean, this game has made it pretty clear. I have the option to completely buy into the whole curse thing.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity.
Oh, Half-Light, you're so silly.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
You're being silly too, in the Empire. I think it still might be you that's causing this near your eyes very mysteriously. I'm starting to see that there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Yeah. Like, what's affecting GameStop? Honestly, I'm still not sure this world is a puzzling place. I'm leaning towards there's no curse. I mean, like the fact that the region has sort of generally fallen into poverty and disrepair, and police don't want to touch it, and the dock workers run their thing like a mob. It's just kind of generally affected business ventures and stuff. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to see there's no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring.
She pinches the root of her nose.
But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Did I get a check mark on that there? Report back to Plaisance about your findings. Okay. Is this the doomed hostel? Question yet to be totally answered. Is Whirling Rags part of the doomed commercial area? Talk to God about this. See what he thinks.
That's all she has to say on the subject. She's been thorough and truthful, as far as we could see.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I sort of agree with drama on this point.
The bookstore closes starting 2100. You'll have to do that tomorrow.
What's this? Shiver's legendary fail. Why hasn't her business failed? It's a white check. You may try it. Didn't I have a? I do have a thing that boosts Shivers, don't I? Okay, I'm gonna hit leave. I have a thought.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah. Or what hard work do you do? I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
Sure.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
Yeah, I ride a little. I effing ride till I die, bitch. I'm not sure I ride. I'm assuming this is going to be another thought cabinet thing popping up if I just follow along. Let's go with, yeah, I ride a little, I guess.
A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
Sure, okay. I mean, yeah, I did take that. Did take that bribe from Joyce Woman. I got that generality check from Everett. Yeah. Then there's pawning stuff off that suspicious Roy guy. Was it a bribe?
Oh yeah, you took that bribe hard. You're a killer.
Got that generality check from Everett.
Wasn't easy getting that giant novelty check from Everard. Took some ingenuity to get into the harbor, but you got in, and you took that bribe as hard as any cop's taken it.
It took some ingenuity to punch out Measurehead. Just pawning stuff off that suspicious Roy guy.
Yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style.
Guess I got some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Is this where that the hobo cop thought is going to come in? It's because of that guard guy riding my ass. The system is broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Yeah, there's the racist option, I guess. Effing taxes, man. I don't know. Why am I so poor? I mean, he did kind of go on a drunken bender and smash things, and then got forced to pay for all the things that he smashed. You can say the system is broken. It's probably the truth.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
I don't know. Why am I so poor?
Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
98%. What, Saboteur, what are you doing? Where did you get this number? Am I about to go off another sociopolitical tangent talk now here? I mean, how should I put this? Like on a very general level, like a very general fundamental level, I feel like governments should be there to help people who need help. Um, they should be there to act as the checks and balances that, to help fix the inefficiencies that are that capitalism is full of. For one thing, um, unfortunately, the people in power frequently actually make the systems work worse, make them worse. Um, it really depends on who's in power, who's in charge. Governments, depending on who's elected and so on, have the power to do a lot of good or a lot of bad um, with the tax money and so on. So, what am I getting at here? I still have no idea where it got this 98% number here. That's no effing way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Opt in, or are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. Or this isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. Um, but yeah. And different people are going to have different ideas about that whole thing. I mean, rich people or people who want to be rich or expect to be rich or tend to favor the whole free market thing and say, oh, I don't want to have to pay taxes. If the government is operating properly, or what I would consider properly, the tax money should be helping disadvantaged or poor or people or whatever, or helping education or healthcare, or just generally helping people who need help, as I said. So those folks are more likely to want the taxes, and to but yeah, like the whole idea of the free market fundamentalism here is it's something it benefits the rich a lot more than it benefits middle class or poor people, because like unchecked capitalism just tends to funnel money towards rich people. Like people who are already rich, i.e. they don't need the money, they don't need the help. Anyway, I'm going to say, are you sure? It seems like a pretty big number.
What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples till they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples?
No effing ways in free market process. The nipples are kind of a pain, but how will deregulation help with that? Opt in, but only a little? Or this isn't helping me solve my money problem, it's only making me into a free market type opt out. Well, anyway, as Dale Graves remarked the other day, all this kind of depends on what kind of character you want Harry Dubois to be. Like what, like this whole thing seems to be leading towards choosing another thought to be developed in my thought cabinet. And I sort of like I'm not a fan of the whole free market fundamentalist notion. like I've worked in retail. I've seen how inefficient capitalism is. It's incredibly wasteful. It needs checks and balances in the system. You know, uh, like just unchecked free market is just asking for trouble. I'm gonna hit the opt out button. I think I don't know what this turns into either way, but let's just hit opt out, see what happens.
What are you, a racist? Don't be a racist. Be a cool immigrant, ultra-liberal free market advocate. Ride or die. Keep it street.
What what is this? What are you a racist? What does racism have to do with this? What? I'm genuinely confused. What kind of leap of logic uh, is necessary to go from I don't believe in free market economics to you're being racist? Like what? Well, if not being an ultra liberal makes me a racist, then I guess I should be an ultra liberal opt in or go away, discard thought. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm just gonna say go away, discard thought. Okay, so all right. I kind of wondered if the like the way it was laid out made me think maybe there was, if I chose different options, there was going to be an alternative, um, uh, 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 um, like alternative thought generated here or something. I don't know. Anyway, um, shoot, the whole reason I backed out of that conversation is because there was oh yeah, this thing. I just wanted to put on my coat, which boosts shivers momentarily, and I wanted to try before I try that roll.
It's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Okay, 17% chance. So I think that means I have to get a 10 or higher. I mean, where's shivers on this? Okay, well, let's give it a try, I guess. Why isn't a business failed?
A gust of cold air sweeps
Wow.
through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Okay, you got an 11 on the shivers roll. Wow, okay. Where were those rolls when I was, like, trying to jump off the building to get the coat and stuff? Okay. Yeah, I was momentarily, like, really tied into the city there. Okay. Hey, Niha, the curse is real, and I figured out why it has spared you. Wait, was that her name, Niha? Did she give her name? This is still just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed. Oh, yeah? Okay. I mean, I don't think the curse is real, so I'm just going to go with this is just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
She asks as the wind continues to seep in through the cracks in the old chimney. Here's my only option here. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area. Okay, this is tying into the whole curse thing. Okay, whatever.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
Yeah, she says, shaking her head.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
Okay, so shivers, as in, i.e., my sense ability to tie into the city or tune into the city is just knows this instinctively, I guess. This used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in a chimney of another building. Okay.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest that she has carved out for herself, bewildered. Yeah, it doesn't make any logical sense. Your logic is based on the assumption of the building being cursed. Wait, okay.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Let's say I have my own methods, unusual methods, or it has a different address in the heart of the city. I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown point above. Are you using logic? Okay. Let's go. I don't know. It has a different address in the heart of the city.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Does it?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Thanks, Inland Empire. Actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person, or no one's really ever safe from the failure. The failure? Definite article failure. Okay, actually, it's only your workshop that's protected. You should still do something to defend your person. This one, I don't really want to buy into the whole curse idea. This feels like it's buying more into the curse idea. So I'm tempted more to go with no one's really ever safe from the failure. I'm still not sure about that definite article there.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
What? Or look away. I want to talk about something else now. What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. I mean, the second one is technically true. Yeah. I mean, yes, exactly. It's technically true. No one is safe from failure. It was the definite article, the failure, which I was hesitating about. Anyway. A piece of metal shining on her index finger. Your lucky charm, some kind of ward. It looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me. I don't care what it is. I only came to tell you about why you haven't failed yet. Piece of metal shining on index finger. I mean, okay. I mean, I don't care what it is. Option seems kind of rude, so I'm tossing up between these ones. Should I say it's a regular piece of jewelry, or should I buy into the curse thing and say your lucky charm, some kind of ward? I mean, I've been sort of trying to avoid the curse related line of conversation, aside from when I was talking to Plaisance and the one comment I made to Kim upon entering the gym. Let's go with it looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me.
It's a mourning ring.
Oh.
I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents.
I mean, you seem like you've been going for the second one. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like I said, except for that one comment I made to Kim when we entered the gym. Anyway.
I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Yeah. See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney. Or why are you telling me this?
It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed.
There you go. That's probably a healthy mindset, really.
And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
It does sound pretty silly when you say it like that. Don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy here. Or I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Or yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us. Like I say, don't call it a dump. You've made it nice and cozy in here.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
She stares out the window, not really hearing your words.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls.
more meta commentary. This game has been tons of dice rolls.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world.
We're getting super meta here. Something disappears, like some alternative ending or entirely different world. Like, I'm probably a lot of my choices and roles and stuff are influencing. They're influencing what ending I get in this game. So yeah.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
She gives you a tired smile. Hey, I got a new thought for my thought cabinet. The precarious world. Seems like the point of this game is victory, the absence of defeat on all fronts, victory in business ventures and creative undertakings, victory in love and over other people, political victory, ideological victory, hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too. Having things and not losing them. One problem though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? How do you not lose? Temporary research bonus, all red checks fail. Research time 4 hours. Well, I've got a couple of skill points to spare. I mean, if this temporarily makes it so all red checks fail for 4 hours, maybe I want to start researching it now and get it over with. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily something I want to head towards, but let's just give it a shot. Let's just start working on it. I mean, I can stop at any time. So, so I've already asked all the questions for the building, didn't I?
I'm listening.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Good. I hope it clarified things a
Cool. Okay. So that's done then, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Incidentally, this one, like this scroll bar over here, like it works properly. Like I roll the mouse wheel and it scrolls down without bouncing back up. Also, I can grab this and drag it down and up, and it stays. So why is it that when I go to the map, suddenly it doesn't behave like that anymore? Why? Why is there an exclamation mark next to that? Did that just become available again? Did I boost my rhetoric score or something? Weird. Okay, anyway. Something to investigate, perhaps. Yeah, okay, it's after 10 p.m., so, well, shoot. I should probably... Okay. I am going to wrap up the stream, Um, cool. Funny. I was like I started the stream in a state of, well, shoot, what do I even do now? Like what like what direction do I go? What do I investigate? What like like all of my objectives were time based ones that were for things that were later. Like the only objective there tied to today, this day was the what about the smoke in the balcony, and it said it had to be after 9 p.m. So I had to kill 2 hours. So I was like, okay, let's just go pick a random thing. I had no idea. Looking behind the curtain in the employees only area of the bookstore was going to turn out into this huge sprawling labyrinth and like lots of other areas to explore. All the stuff to do and find and investigate, and this conversation, which that conversation that took like an hour and a half or so. I mean, I remember looking over at the time, and it was like cool. As soon as this conversation's done, and maybe it'll be time to wrap the stream. And that was then over an hour later, and still talking. It's like, oh geez, this took a lot longer than I expected. Dunno? Shoot, I don't remember where that dunno crept in. I'm not sure what that's responding to. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look, you made the comment the other day about coming up with like thumbnails and video titles. I did end up going with the Tommy reference for the YouTube video. I titled it "How do you think he does it?" You know, how do you think he does it? I don't know what makes him so good. Yeah, the Pinball Wizard song. I can probably remember how that song goes. Hold on. Hold on. If I'm gonna try to sing this song, then I should probably turn this. So how's it? Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played 'em all. I ain't seen nothing like it in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. That was regarding the scrolling bug, but yeah, there's a lot to do in that building. I'm not even sure. You found everything since I missed the first part of the stream. Oh, nice, the Who reference. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I decided I couldn't help going with the Pinball Wizard reference. It's a good song. It's catchy. It's been stuck in my head for the last 2 days, because after that pinball game. Anyway, probably not going to do a raid, but I'm going to take a peek at who's on anyway. Yeah, I'm just yeah, not going to bother. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got basically next stream. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do next. Should I finish exploring the building first, or should I go find the smoker in the balcony first? I'm not sure which option is more time sensitive. It sort of feels like finding the smoker would probably be more the time sensitive one, so I should probably do that first, because it said find him after 9 o'clock, and it's like after 10 in game now, so like I should probably get a move on that one, and then I can come back to finish exploring the building afterward, maybe. So that's the plan for next time. But yeah, that's all for today. Until next time.